Follow all Moesu news on his website, www.moesu.com, on his Facebook and Instagram page too, for daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on Moesu. My name is George Borg, and Moesu is not only a YouTube channel. You can shoot me also on my Facebook and Instagram, Moesu. And you have also my website, www.moesu.com, where you have all information, tutorials, and lots of things. About what? About the Yamaha synths, like we have the Modex 6 Plus today, and all Modex Plus, Modex Montage, Yamaha Stage Keyboard, like YC and CP, audio modeling, Camera Pro, and you have also John Melas software. And that's the today topic, because we are going to work on the waveform editor. So let's go on it. I'm here now, and we are going to talk about the waveform editor. If you want a Moesu masterclass about the synths, the stage keyboard, Camera Pro, or John Melas software, you have all information on video description. Read the video description, and you have all the links also to shoot me. And if you want to take in hand and discovering or go fully deeper inside your Yamaha synths, stage keyboard, audio modeling, Camera Pro, or the John Melas software, you can ask me for Moesu Masterclass. And Moesu Masterclass is online. I done it through Zoom in French and in English too. And you choose the topic we talk. This is not a training when you start by A and B and C and D and you wait the other that you are need really the other you know. No, you choose the topic that we are going to discuss, and I want to improve your knowledge on this. And we are going to talk today in a short format. We are on basic. I will try to not talk too much, but very difficult because the waveform editor is really, really huge about what you can do with it. But before to start, if you are not a Moesu follower, click and subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. Okay, so waveform editor, the first thing you need to really understand is this is really different from the tools. For the tools, you need to really be connected through the USB to device. You need to install the driver. You really need it because you have communication about data from the tools to the Modex Plus, or Montage, or the YC and CP, because you have tools for YC and CP too. And the waveform editor is only for the synths, the Modex Plus, and the Montage. You have for Mac and PC. You have a free version that you can test. And of course, if you want to have all functions, you need to buy the license for the full version. And here, we can manage a lot of things, but we do not need to be connected to the USB. We can do for one thing, but really, I will say this is not mandatory, I will say. You need to save a backup file from your Montage Modex or Modex Plus on the USB stick. You connect the USB stick to your computer, you copy the file on your computer, and tada, you open the file on the waveform editor. So you can create new files. If you are coming from Modex Plus, it's the same file type than the Modex. So you can work with, start with an empty file and use the Modex. It's the same from the Modex Plus. You can open an existing file. You have the recent file like this. I have opened one of this. And if we go a quick walk around, here you have the user area, and after you have the 8 libraries. So here I have some samples only. Here, this is the NAF sound. Hello, Francisco. I have the 10, of course, because this is very great when you play on cover band. That's what I done with my band. And of course, I have also the easy sounds with my friend from TikTok Live, Ape. Hello, Ape. And here it's empty because it's gray. Yeah, samples I have worked with. Phoenix Brass is a French editor who produced this very great sound for the brass sections, and the FMX experience. Of course, the FMX from Easy Sounds must to have too. This is the sound bank I work with generally on stage. And here you have the user bank, you have the library, the 8, you see. And for each of them, you see the waveforms here. Here for my user, I see 4 waveforms. I have my user arpeggio, and here they are inside the file. This is not only just the name. You cannot edit them, but you can move it, you can change things. You have the curve, the user curve, you have all the performances, of course, and you have the live set too. You have the bank here, and here you have the page, and here you have the slots. So you can manage really all what you need inside the waveform editor. So to start, because it's called waveform, so let's go to something linked to the waveform. Sampling is an art, I will say, but you can do simple things like importing things you have a record and playing in one shot if you need, but you cannot do loop or reverse, as example, inside your Modix or your montage, and you can do this in the montage waveform editor. I arrive to say it. Here I have one waveform. Finally, it's one sample. I can load it also here as a key bank, one alone. I can load here as a waveform as I want. I can export things too. And here you have the waveform. Here it's a sound FX. And here I have a sign already. Of course, it's on the B5. And I can play it through my keyboard. Yes, the level is low, but we can arrange this also. But it can be a master keyboard with no sounds, because here what you need to really understand, even if here it's my Modix Plus, which is Connect, is that here this is not passing through the Modix Plus. It's going from my Steinberg UR22C sound card. So you do not need to have the Modix Connect when you work here. You can do with a little master keyboard, a little reface if you want. My Reface DX or CS as example to have more plays from the computer. You do not need to have the Modix or the Montage Connect. If you want, you can, but here we play the sample inside the sound card and not going through the Modix or the montage through the insert FX, etc., etc. No, we play only the samples here. So if I have a complete waveform, I can play on the keyboard the complete waveform to hear if all samples are well done, I will say. You can edit things. If I double click here, you can do things that you cannot do on Montage and Modix. You can, if you want to make a loop, you can make and decide what is the start point here. You see the line here, the vertical line. I have set my start point. Here it's FX one shot, so I do not need, but here you have the loop point is the same, and the end point, I go to the end. But if you want to make the loop, you can crossfade. This is a thing that you cannot do on Montage and Modix, which are, since I remember to you, they are not workstations, so they are not all the functions that you can find in the workstation, but you can do all of this here. And a crossfade is an art. The crossfade allows you to set the good loop point. You decide the point, but it's finest. Find it to avoid to have the the click, because if you have a bad loop point, you will hear the sample playing. You will hear something like that, which is not nice. So you can fix it with the crossfade and moving. You can normalize. You can do a lot of things. The fade, a lot. All what you need to edit sample is here. And other things you cannot down on Montage and Modix that you can do here. Key range, velocity, level, of course. All of this, even this one, I think you can do on Montage and Modix, but not this. You cannot set loop on Montage or Modix. You cannot set reverse. You need to do this on your computer. Okay, you can say me, yes, there are some other free programs I can do this. Yes, but here you have all in one. You can create full waveform and not only work on one sample. Here it's one, but you can work on a full waveform ready to go. And you can manage all your sounds. So that's a good reason to go to the waveform editor. And this is for the samples. Here, this is my performance, but we will go to my user area and we will go to the performances. And Here I have all the performances I play. I can play with different band I play. And you see some things, I go quickly, but I need to be short. Yes. You see, this one is in blue and this one is in black. Why? This one, when I pass the mouse, you see it's used by your live set. That's why it's in blue. The editor, waveform editor, let you know, I would say, difficult to say for French, let you know that this performance is used by your live set. So if you want to delete it, the live set will be empty slot. So you can see this easily. You can delete, you can rename, you can initialize the move, we will see after. So, and you have the same way here, you have the information. See here, my samples used by this performance because they have copy elevation. I do it especially for this video because I want to show you this. This is the same ID for the samples. If they are black, they are not used. So they take place for nothing. Except if you want to keep for something else, another project. But here, as example, I say, I want to win some place because on Modex we have on 1 gigabyte, not like on Modex Plus 1.75 and Montage 2. So you want to win place. Actually, my total waveform is here is near 600 gigabyte. And you say, okay, so the black waveforms, here I am waveforms, I can delete it. Does I need to do it one by one and go through all my libraries and go, I can select several as I want. Of course, no, you have a great function that is called remove unused waveform. And it removes 97th waveform. Remember, we were at 600 and now we are at 328 gigabytes. So we win place for the samples like this. So things move. Do not worry, all the things you move keep what we call dependencies. So even the performance linked to that know that I'm going to move this waveform. So all the parts and all the performance suit the moving I done actually. So very easy to reorganize if you do not want to have empty space. And you can do things like that. And I want to show you some other things here. Okay, here on gray, all is empty. There is nothing. Here I have two performances. In library, it's losing place too. I want to have these two performances inside one of the library or my user area as example. Of course, you can do it also on Montage and Modex too. Yes, but here you do it more quickly. I do this, I select the two, and I just need to go to Move To. And I can move these to, why not the library one was containing my samples, now it's empty, so I will go, why not to the Phoenix Brass, which is the 6. And now on Phoenix Brass, I have a lot of other things on Phoenix Brass, I think, but I have my two performances. I have a lot of things here, and they are here. Of course, and you see my samples here are linked to the green color. Green means that the samples are okay, they are really linked. If you see something with red color here, it means that the sample is missing. So you made something wrong, perhaps on the Modex or the Montage, and you remove the samples, but the performance keep the link to this. So you can solve these kind of things. If you have duplicate waveform, we can remove also. Here I do not have because I have removed all that I need. You can do search for performances, and by writing the name, you can set if you want to delete something as you want. There's a lot of things. So you see, I free my library 5. No. So I can depend on the number of the performance I have, or if I want to keep nav sounds because I know when I go to the library, I know this is all nav sounds. I want to keep ambient soundscape because I use samples, and I want to have the FMX apart when I want to work with FMX performances from Easy Sound and old performance, but I will not done it for this video. So you really can manage and do a lot of things. And when you have finished my advice, my really important advice, I do not say this in French video, so you save, rename with one of the name, because here, of course, you have it on the Modex or Modex Plus or Montage, but here I will say I save my file with the date. More easy. So here I have rework on it. I need to take my computer keyboard and try to do not go too far from the cam. Okay, and I'll rename it with a B as example and say, okay, this is my file I have edited on the waveform editor. Like this, I keep the original. When I reload, if I say, oh no, damn it, I make something wrong, I can come back and retrieve the first one. So it's a very, very, very good advice. And we finish for the first part about this. Let's go to the bonus time. And for this bonus, something linked to the waveform. So, okay, we can load, we have seen we can load some key banks from wave format, MP3, OGG, etc. A lot of format, and the waveform editor put them in the good file format to be load and play on the Modex and the Modex Plus. This is very cool and important also. But that's not all. If I say import waveform here, and you check here, you will see that we can import sound font file, and there is a lot of free sound font waveform on the web you can find. So some of them you can pay them, of course. They are better quality, I think, and you have also the two types of sound font. You have the Giga and you have the Akai also file that you can import. So you have a lot of them that you can import. Generally, this waveform are ready to use. I do not have here. I would not take time to load that, but it's load perfectly. Taking count one thing, you have the waveform. So when you have the waveform, do the right click. I need to take an existing and create performances to have a performance link. More easy to work like this. And this waveform do not have on the Modex. I come back on the Modex. This waveform do not have any effect, any things. You need to manage this, of course, because you have the samples, but around the samples, you have all the things that you can add and put in place to increase the quality of the sound you have load like this. Do not forget this, because perhaps you will load the waveform and say, oh, it sound, excuse me, in French we say poète poète, not so good. Yes, but you need to add insertion effects, you need to work on filters, you need to work on the equalizer, you need to perhaps use arpeggio, a lot of things, motion sequence that you can do with them. So you need to work also inside your Modex Plus just after. This is video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have find it interesting. If yes, please click on the blue button. It's very important for me. It's a lot of work to do this kind of video. I am alone. Remember, monsieur, it's me. I am alone. And I'm very happy when I see some like. So please take only 2 seconds. If you like, press like. That's easy. Do not forget, if you want a Moisture Masterclass, you have all information, video description and video ending that come now. And see you soon for one other Moisture video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moesu Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moesu expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist for nearly 20 years, and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, and host of the Camelot Pro sessions for audio modeling, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro.
Book your session from the Moesu Facebook page. Use slots available in the service tab, or by email, moesu@orange.fr. This service is available in French and English, only for users who live in European Union. Camelot Pro 1-to-1 Masterclass are available for users all over the world through audio modeling platform. Thank you for watching this Moesu video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe, and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon. Bye.